Hello Zaniacs, welcome back to Zaniac TV. Today we're going to be talking about Mythic Plus affixes week 3, which is Fortified, Spiteful, Grievous, and, as always, Prideful. Lots of fulls this week. If anyone has any questions, I do stream live on Twitch 4 days a week. I also offer Mythic Plus analytics and coaching through Patreon. Alright, so for this video, I decided to film my Halls of Atonement. And we did successfully time it. However, instead of showing you the whole run, because it's a 30-minute video, I decided I'm just going to show you the parts you need to know for these affixes. Alright, so the first affix is Fortified. What does Fortified mean? It means it's not tyrannical.
Zane? That's not very helpful.
Well, sure it is. Now, bosses aren't going to be as much of a problem, but trash packs are. So we need to be a little bit more focused on how we deal with trash packs, rather than how we deal with bosses. Because bosses, they'll drop like flies. Alright, so Spiteful is new to Shadowlands. So what is it? Well, you guys remember that wonderful thing in BFA called the Thing from Beyond? Yeah, they brought that over to here. So what that is every single mob that you kill starts to chase somebody in the group and fixates on them. And they will melee them very strongly. So don't get hit by them. You want to run away. Now there's a couple secrets to this. That's not really a secret because they make it public. It deteriorates 8% health every second. So mathematically, it's going to be gone in about 12 seconds if you do no damage to it. Now another thing that's very important is they are everythingable. Stun, slow, roots, everything. So the secret to this affix is ignore them and move forward. You'll notice in this video that I never stop for this affix. I might put a Ring of Peace down and move forward to the next pack, but you'll see that I just ignore them. Because if you root them, or if you stun them, or if you push them back, or if you fear them, or just completely ignore them, they'll kill themselves. So it's not really an affix. Yeah, kill the enemy, they pop up, but all you gotta do is just move to the next pack. Biggest thing, don't get hit by them. Generally, you're going to want to try to kill everything at the same time, so that way you can mass CC them, and then just move on to the next pack as if they're not even there. Now, please keep in mind, I am not saying ignore them completely, because they do walk to the person. They do walk to the target. So completely ignoring them and doing absolutely no CC to them is not the right way to go. But the biggest thing you don't want to do is stop, DPS them till they're dead, and move on. Melee is going to get crushed. Range is going to get hit. You don't want that. You want them to be CC'd, slowed, but you just move forward to the next pack, because in 12 seconds or less, they'll just die. Now, you do have to be careful in places like Spires of Ascension, where you can't actually move forward because you're in combat from this thing. Wow, I almost said Thing from Beyond. From the Spiteful, so you are going to have to get rid of it on platforms like that. Now, in honor of Spiteful, I am going to skip ahead and do Prideful. The thing that makes Prideful different here is when you kill your enemy, you are going to get a Spiteful mob that you are going to have to fight. So just be aware of that when you're tanking. Nothing really you can do about it except for some extra pushbacks and CCs. Just be aware that killing everything at once on Prideful is not really the best route to go. Now, continuing with Prideful, just remember that since this is Fortified as opposed to tyrannical, you are going to want to try to adjust and do Prideful on certain harder trash packs as opposed to easier bosses. Alright, and now it's time for Grievous. Yes, Grievous. Grievous in BFA and Legion was awful. It was terrible. It was mortifying. It was disgusting. However, there is a tiny, very minor adjustment that they made that made it the easiest level 7 affix that this game has to offer. Every Single direct heal will remove a stack of Grievous. What does that mean? That means when you use your quick heal as a healer, it goes away. Every bolt of penance for discipline priests make it go away. But this is a tanking video. Yes, that's right, your self heals will also get rid of it. I am a brewmaster. My expel harm and my healing elixirs got rid of a stack. If you look through this video, yeah, there was Grievous in this video. It's hard to find because I just passively was getting rid of it. Now, of course, it also goes away if you maintain above 90% health, but look at the history of the last couple of weeks. How often has tanks and players been above 90% health? They haven't. So what do you do as a tank? If you are a monk, a druid, or a paladin, you can help with your quick heal and get rid of stacks in between pulls. Now, if you don't have those, if that means you're a warrior, a death knight, or a demon hunter, that's fine. Just do your self heals. A single direct heal on yourself will get rid of a stack of Grievous, and it's like it's not even there. I realized that I was just talking so much about it, I didn't even say what it was. Grievous is a damage over time that stacks while you are below 90% health. So if you fall to 89% health, you get a stack. The longer it's on, the more the stacks go up, and it goes up to 4. But like I said, just didn't even realize it was there as it was hitting me because my expel harm and my healing elixirs get rid of it. Now, if you guys watched my brewmaster video, I did say that I took bob and weave. I adjusted it for these affixes, or affixes. I always pronounce that wrong. Regardless, before me having to edit that out, I'll just leave it. I switched to healing elixirs for this affix. There we go, I got it right this time. And it gets rid of a stack. Kyrian Juice gets rid of a stack. This is such a breeze affix for tanks, especially if you can have self-healing to keep yourself alive. It just clears now. Oh, these affixes are easy. Let's mass pull. Yeah, don't do that. Even though we timed this run, we still wiped because way too many pulled. Still want to be careful with the whole massive mass pulling thing. If you're really good at kiting and you have a very good group control, do it. But this was a pug, so we didn't make it when we pulled extra. So yeah, let's make sure we're extra careful on the whole mass pulling thing. Some things to keep in mind about this week. We pulled the third boss with 6 minutes left. Being that it's fortified, I was confident that we were still able to time this because bosses do fall a lot quicker than trash. In Halls of Atonement specifically, the trash between the third boss and the fourth boss is only that one big dude that's about 7%. We were able to push through the third boss. Then we did have a druid, so that helped with Starfall, but we did push through the last 7% of trash with the Prideful. Then we just booked it and did the last boss, and we downed it with a minute to spare. Just remember and don't panic if you think you're short on time because it is fortified. When you are on a fortified dungeon run, since bosses are so quick, when you see a smaller amount of time with like 2 bosses left, don't worry, just keep going. You could still time it. Just make sure you still do mechanics right. Just because it's not tyrannical doesn't mean you shouldn't still do proper mechanics, which a lot of people tend to fail. That's why last week was also so difficult, was because we had those wonderful tornadoes and we had those tyrannical affixes. Just made it a lot more complicated for us than it needs to be. Just have a good run, have a safe run, and you will have great Mythic Pluses this week. Thank you everyone for watching. What are your thoughts on these affixes? If you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, well, not complaints. I don't do very well with complaints. You can check us out on Twitch 4 days a week. Please like and subscribe and let us know what you think. And we will see you on the next one.